What's up, kings and queens? It's your boy Dan from Daft Previews. We're on a 15-4 run, 4 straight winning days on the picks that I've given out on YouTube. I've got 3 picks on this upcoming set of games to share with you all today. I'll also let you know that it is New Year's Eve here in Australia. It's 11 p.m. as I record this. By the time I finish, there's going to be fireworks going off everywhere. But I thought this is a great opportunity to drive some engagement and some comments with you guys by reflecting on the year and just think about the thing that you're most proud of. What's made you the happiest? For me, 2 things really stand out. My baby boy was born in July. So my son, about 5.5 months now. And this YouTube channel has absolutely exploded. 20,000 subscribers we've got this year. Changed my life. So I just want to thank everyone who subscribed. But I ask you to let me know in the comment section, what are you most thankful for? What are you proud of? Tell me a great story from 2024 that you want to reflect on. Now I've got 3 bets I'm going to share with you today. That sounds interesting. Let's go.
Sub to the channel cause your boy's getting busy. Coming to you live from the west side of Sydney. We've got the free picks and the juice on the daily. It's all free, you don't even have to pay me.
Before we get into those picks, we have to be accountable for the picks that we gave out, right? We didn't hide our losses yesterday. Not going to hide them today, but I also get a chance to show you a lot of wins. We went 3-1 on the picks that I gave out yesterday. So if you tailed those, you'd probably be happy with me right now. Another winning day. But if you win VIP, you're going to be one of the happiest bunch of people going around because VIP, 19 units profit yesterday. So close to a massive day, honestly. So close to 50 to 60 units profit yesterday, but we'll settle with a 19. What happened? 17 units profit on the NBA, 1.7 units profit on the NFL, a 2-0 sweep. We did have some losers, though, so it wasn't all perfect. I did make a few errors, and I got to own that. The first one was PJ Washington. I took him over 7.5 rebounds. I thought without Luka, good matchup here, we'll get some boards. The one thing I didn't anticipate was PJ Washington was the key defender in De'Aaron Fox. He was never in position to rebound. As soon as I noticed that in the first quarter, I pretty much chalked this up as a loss. So PJ Washington, that was a bad bet and a bad read for me. There was Jared Allen. I shared this on the video with you guys. Over 9.5 rebounds. He finishes on 9. He hooks us all. I saw the comments. Feel free to drop more comments about Jared Allen. I feel you. 9 rebounds, foul trouble, and a blowout. It was looking awful to start off with. Then he gave us a lot of hope. And then our hearts were broken again. So an emotional roller coaster there, thanks to Jared Allen. I also took Nikola Vucevic over 5 points in the first quarter. We had great closing line value. This line moved to 6.5 when Zach LaVine was ruled out. And my man proceeded to throw up bricks. He did cook in the second quarter, but not in the quarter that we needed him to. He only had 2 points in that first quarter, I think. So that absolutely sucked. But we did hit a lot of winners. Miles Bridges over to 7.5 rebounds. He finished on 12. Mark Williams, I took him for over 15 points. He finished with 20. Christian Braun, 11.5 points. He finishes with 20. Zubac, over 12.5 rebounds. I think he got 15. Walker Kessler, 10.5 rebounds. He got like 13. So pretty sweat-free on the winners on the NBA. But even in the NFL, we took Ricky Pearsall, Jameer Gibbs over there, they're rushing plus receiving yards. They both cashed pretty easily. We also smashed on a ton of value plays. Christian Braun, 15 points, plus 175. PJ Washington, 15 points. He got it all in the first quarter, plus 160. We had a Miles Bridges value play at plus 200, a Zubac value play at 280, Kessler value play at 220. We hit a high value play for Bridges at plus 600, high value play for Kessler at plus 700. We also had a combo between Kessler, Bridges, and Zubac. That was 6.7 units profit. And then we hit Kessler plus Bridges as a high value combo. That was 5.3 units profit. Absolutely insane day. And this is what I was talking about in yesterday's video. Yeah, my losses might be exaggerated because I do take additional risk with this, with my value plays and my parlays. But when we win, it's going to outweigh any of the losses anyway. So 19 units profit yesterday, 3 units profit the day before. 3 units lost the day before. I know which side of the coin I'd like to be on. Now, all of these value plays and parlays are exclusive to my VIP members. If you're interested, I recommend you jump into the NBA season pass. In that pass, you'll get access to every single bet that I make throughout the whole NBA season and the playoffs. You'll also get bankroll management, unit recommendations, plus you'll always have access to me. You can reach out to me if you ever need any support. But I've got to tell you that this plan is only for someone who's going to bet every single day, not afraid of volume, someone who can handle losses, but also someone who has a traditional sports book who can do same game parlays. Up 89 units already on the NBA this season. I wanted to get 100 by the end of the season, but chances are I get that in the next week or so. By the way things are looking, we're going to have to reassess the goal. But if you're interested, use the code 2025 to get 25% off. The link for that is in the video description below. But if you do just want to trial out VIP, see all the picks, all the strategies, stuff like that, then I asked that you sign up to BETR and BOOM Fantasy. If you sign up to them using the codes, all the links in the video description below, deposit $10, send me an email with a screenshot of your account. I'll give you a month of my VIP picks for free. Plus, I'll give you entries into a draw to a $100 giveaway. If you sign up to both, you'll get 2 entries into the draw and you'll double your chances. Once we get to 50 referrals, I'll give away $100 to 3 people. We're on about 20 referrals at the moment, so we're almost halfway there. I expect to hit that in the next couple of weeks. So jump in, sign up. You got nothing to lose. You'll get deposit matches anyway. And hopefully I give you out the picks that are good enough to win. For those of you who want to see slips, here's a couple of screenshots I sent out. This is our profit in the day. 32 bets, 19 units profit, 89% return on your investment. This is one of the combos, and this is what I meant. Jared Allen absolutely killed me. So you're probably the question that's going to get asked here is, how did you win the bet if one of the bets lost? Well, this is called a round robin. This is a combo, and I do these in my VIP, and I've got staking methods to make sure that we're always getting a good return on these. We bet $150, turned $829 of profit. These are value plays on Walker Kessler, Zubac, and Bridges. We also played half a unit at each of those, so tons of profit on these plays. Then we had a high value parlay, and this is where we take even extended lines. And we did that for Jared Allen, Kessler, and Bridges. And this is what I mean. Jared Allen absolutely killed me today. But we turned $30 into $560 with this particular play. So these are the types of plays exclusive to VIP. Encourage you guys to check that out. But enough of that. Let's talk about these 3 bets, shall we? Let's go. So we're jumping into props madness. This is the best tool you're going to find if you like betting on NBA player props. I guarantee that. It gives me the edge. All your favorite cappers, YouTube content creators who do an NBA stuff, they're all using this. And if they're not, they should be. But it's pretty obvious that most people are using it right now. So I encourage you guys to check that out. 7-day free trial in the video description below. Plus, you get a 25% discount if you use the code DAFT when you do sign up. Now, I've got 3 bets that I want to share with you today. And as much as I want to bet on Jason Tatum, I am not losing a bet on Jason Tatum 3 days in a row. Although I want to, but I'm not going to today. So what picks do I have in store for you? The very first one that we're looking at today is in the Bucks versus the Pacers. So in this particular game, Bucks versus Pacers, I'm looking to bet on Giannis Antetokounmpo today. Now, I will say he is a game time decision at the moment. That illness that him and Dame had knocked him out for a very long time. But he is expected to play in this one. And Doc Rivers said that there's no minutes restriction. So we don't have to worry about that with Giannis. It's pretty much if he plays, he's playing his full set of minutes. If he doesn't play, we'll get our money back anyway. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, what do I like for him? I'm taking an over in his points plus assists, 35.5. Over 35.5 points plus assists here for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Also, I apologize if you hear what sounds like gunshots. I am from the hood. This is West Sydney. These are not gunshots. These are fireworks from New Year's. So if you do hear them, I do apologize. But Giannis, let's talk about him. He's over this line in 17 out of 25 games, 68% hit rate, averaging 38.6 points and assists on the season. Now, I absolutely love this matchup for Giannis against the Indiana Pacers. Basically, this Indiana Pacers team, they allow a ton of points in the paint, and that's what I'm attacking here. They allow the 5th most points right under the basket. Giannis scores 72% of his points there. Jaylen Brown, in the recent games against the Pacers, absolutely flogged them 2 games in a row, not Jason Tatum. And that's because Jaylen Brown was aggressive attacking the basket. They let him play one-on-one. They didn't double. Indiana just don't want to give up 3-pointers. They'll live with some 2-pointers down low. So I do like Giannis' ability to get to the rim and get some buckets around here, and that's because he's done it many times to them in the past. Now, if I just filter out the games for Giannis with a very similar type of matchup here. So if we look at the bottom 15 teams in points allowed in the restricted area, the Pacers being one of the worst, but we're looking at the bottom 15 to get a good sample size. And Giannis against the bottom 15 teams, he's over this in 9 out of 14 games, but he's over this in 7 consecutive games when he's had a soft matchup, absolutely eating these teams alive. And that includes a matchup against the Indiana Pacers in November where he had 37 points and he had 11 assists. Now, not only did he kill them earlier this year, he absolutely murdered them last year as well. Let me show you that. These are all regular season games. Giannis didn't play in the playoffs last season, I don't believe. Oh, it also includes a cup game as well. But cup games and the regular season, Giannis over this line in 4 out of 5 games against the Pacers, 47.6 points and assists. One thing I do like about this as well, in the majority of these games, Dame and Chris Middleton played in them as well. What's interesting, if you break this down, if you look at his points, Giannis, 3 consecutive games, murdered them scoring the ball, 54, 37, 64. Then the Pacers did something. They changed their defense and managed to hold Giannis to 30 and 26 points. Well, when you take a look at his assists, you can definitely see what happened. They said, you're not going to score on us anymore. So Giannis said, fuck it, I'm going to dye him up, baby. So he had 11 and 8 assists. Still almost scored 30 points in both of those games, which is why I'm running with his points plus assists today. He has the ability to cover both in this type of matchup. They can do what they can to limit his points, which will result in assists, but they could also do what they want to try to limit his points, and he can still cover this line in points alone. So Giannis, I'm expecting him to be dominant today in a matchup which is built just for him. So I'm liking Giannis to go over his points plus assists. If I had to choose between one or the other, I'd probably lean towards the points, but I'm taking the points plus assists just to be safe. There's a world here where Giannis gets 28 points and 12 assists or something like that, depending on how this defense plays him. But I do like the over here. Need Giannis to feast on them right under the basket. So that's the first play I wanted to share with you guys. The next one, we're actually looking at the Raptors and the Celtics game. It's not Jason Tatum. It's not Jaylen Brown that we're betting on. We're betting on Scotty Barnes today. And Scotty Barnes, I did bet him on the most recent game against the I'm still thinking about those guys, Atlanta Hawks. And in that game, I bet on him to go over 7.5. No, I bet on him to go over his rebounds and assists. He rebounded very well, didn't get the assists. 5 assists, 8 turnovers, 11 potential assists. So the bet that I'm taking today is actually an under 7.5 assists here for Scotty Barnes. I did bet him over in the last game, and it was an easy as matchup. Now he has a horrible matchup here against the Boston Celtics, who allow the 5th fewest assists in the league. Now, if you look at how Scotty Barnes has fared in these difficult matchups, take a look at this. When Scotty Barnes, given Boston a ranked 5th, let's just look at how he's played against the top 10. So this is the assists that Scotty Barnes has got when he's played the top 10 teams in assists allowed. He's got over in 2 out of 7, averaging 6.3 assists in these games. That's only one metric to really look at. I think one that's a little bit more substantial is about who's playing and who isn't. So the big news in this game is that RJ Barrett is out for this game. So with RJ Barrett in the lineup, you can see here Scotty Barnes is averaging 7.9 assists per game. He's hit this line in 8 out of 14. Looks excellent, right? And your first assumption would normally be that if RJ Barrett's not in the lineup, Scotty Barnes probably gets a higher usage rate. There's more opportunities for him to get assists. But take a look at this. In games with RJ Barrett out of the lineup, Scotty Barnes is under this line in every single game. He's averaging 5 assists per game. His potential assist numbers are lower than my self-esteem. So based on what I'm seeing here, I don't know how he gets 8 assists in this game. I did a dive a little bit further. I looked into his player profile, looked at his passing dash. And what I found is that RJ Barrett and him have a good connection, meaning RJ Barrett is Scotty Barnes' favorite target. Scotty Barnes gets almost 2 assists per game by passing the ball to RJ Barrett. With RJ Barrett not there, he doesn't necessarily have anyone to pass to. If anything, he might shoot the ball a little bit more. And we can see it in the numbers here that if RJ Barrett's not there, it's heavily difficult for Scotty Barnes to get these assists. Now, even if RJ Barrett was there, I'd probably still lean to the under on this number, given how difficult this matchup is. We all know how the Boston Celtics play defense. They're going to trust their perimeter defenders to play one-on-one with Scotty Barnes. He'll probably see a bit of Jaylen Brown, a bit of Jason Tatum. He'll probably see Derek White for small stretches. But for the most part, the Boston Celtics, they're going to be happy to let Scotty Barnes play one-on-one with their team. I don't see many assist opportunities coming from him. And I also don't see too many people who can make shots off the back of Scotty Barnes' passes. So I do like Scotty Barnes to go under 7.5 assists. I think this play is going to move to 6.5. So then the question is, would you take it at 6.5? My answer to that is yes, I would take it at 6.5, only if I was getting it for plus money, though. Because if you're not getting it for plus money, then you just have no edge. So I do think he goes under, but you're just going to got to make sure you play it at the appropriate price. So Scotty Barnes over 7.5, I'd take it, drink a little bit of juice, stake a little bit extra. If you get it at 6.5, it better be for plus money. And I'd bet that for 1 unit. So Scotty Barnes under his assist prop. I like it. I like it a lot. And then my last play, we're heading to the Cavaliers versus the Lakers. This Cavaliers team is on a back-to-back, which in a way I like because the spread in this game is only 4 points. Now, I get the spread's probably not too important when the Cavs play. The spread was only a couple of points against the Warriors and they blew them out by 18. But I'm hoping that this game stays close so my man Evan Mobley gets some minutes here because I'm betting on Evan Mobley today to go over 16.5 points. And why are we betting on Evan Mobley today? He just sucked against the Warriors. Yeah, he was a little bit quiet. But Evan Mobley, I love this matchup against the Los Angeles Lakers. They are absolutely dog shit at defending in transition. They also give up a ton of points in the paint. And that's a recipe for success here for Evan Mobley. Let's take a look at his shot charts. We can see here that his primary scoring type is in transition. He loves to score right into the basket. The Lakers, bottom 10 in the league in terms of points in the paint. They're actually the third worst team, believe it or not. They give it the third most points in the paint. Evan Mobley loves to score in there. 78% of his points are in the paint. And even as of late, he can torch you from outside. He's adding that jump shot on the perimeter. So the matchup here is fantastic for Evan Mobley. Now, if we look at games where he's had similar types of matchups, we're talking about teams that don't defend transition very well, but we're also talking about teams that allow a lot of points in the paint. We can see here that Evan Mobley's over this line in 11 out of 17 games, averaging 19 points per game. What I also like is the recent form in these types of matchups. So we're looking at 7 consecutive games here when Evan Mobley finds a matchup like he's going to see tonight against the Lakers. He's absolutely killed it in those 7 games. He's averaging 22 points per game in these types of matchup. We only need 17 points to cash this line. What I also like about this play is that he's already played the Lakers earlier this season. That was a beatdown. So that was a blowout. So the risk betting on any game where the Cavs are playing is the blowout. Because if there's a blowout, it could impact their minutes. And we saw it with Jared Allen today. We might see it with Evan Mobley, but I absolutely hope not. But the good thing is they've played the Lakers already. They beat them easily. They blew them out in the first half. There was a 24-point win at the end, but I'm pretty sure they were up by 20 at halftime. Evan Mobley scored 25 points in only 19 minutes played against the Lakers in that game. He's projected to play close to 30 in this one. And if he gets 30, I absolutely love his chances here. I think Evan Mobley eats these Lakers team alive. And another thing that helps me in making this decision is looking at the other key players for the Cavs. So looking at Donovan Mitchell, I would say that he has a somewhat difficult matchup scoring. The Lakers aren't good at defense at all, but they do limit points to pick and roll ball handlers quite well. And Donovan Mitchell scores 36% of his points that way. Donovan Mitchell only scored, well, not only, but he scored 24 points the last time he played the Lakers. So didn't necessarily explode against them. And I'm hoping we see more of that. Darius Garland, very similar to Donovan Mitchell, very heavy in the pick and roll. Lakers defend the pick and roll quite well. In his last game against the Lakers, he only scored 12 points. So this isn't a game that's absolutely built for Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland to eat the Lakers alive, which really brings Evan Mobley into the fold. He does have the best matchup here based on the data. He does have history of destroying teams that are like the Lakers. He smashed the Lakers earlier this season in only 19 minutes played. Come on, Evan Mobley. Go to work, son. I do like his over 16.5 points. If it moves to 17.5, would I take it? Yes. I think Evan Mobley's good for 20. That's what I'm thinking anyway. And I'm wrong half the time, but feeling pretty confident about Evan Mobley here. It all makes a ton of sense to me. So those are my 3 bets. I'm not going to be doing a deep dive with you guys today. It is actually really late at night. It is New Year's Eve, so I need to be spending some time with my family and my loved ones to celebrate this wonderful occasion. But I do want to wish you guys the absolute best. I ask for a favor that you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is the fastest growing sports betting show on the internet right now. 20,000 subscribers this year. We continue to grow, and believe it or not, I think I'm getting more views than the big fish in this pond right now. So I'm pretty happy about that, and I need your help to make that continue. So leave me a comment down below for the algorithm. What I'd love to see, honestly, is tell me something that you're proud of the year. 2024, something you're grateful for, something you're proud of, something that made you really happy. What's a big achievement for you? I need to hear it. We need to get the positive energy flowing. It's all love in this community, baby. So let me know in the comment section below. I wish you guys the best. I'll catch you guys the next one. Peace.
Sub to the channel cause your boy's getting busy. Coming to you live from the west side of Sydney. We've got the free picks and the juice on the daily. It's all free, you don't even have to pay me.